Today I'll show you the 3 best Grid EAs I'm trading on live accounts. And yes, it's true that grid martingale systems are risky. They can blow your account and you can lose all of the profits in your account. But if we remove the martingale and leave EAs trading the grid part only, then things change. So when you have grid trading expert advisor, it will add to the position but with the same quantity. It will not increase the lots. If we use grid martingale EAs, then every consecutive order is placed with an increased lot size, and this is where things get risky. So when we trade just grid EAs, no martingale, things are not that scary. Let me show you robot number 3. Multi-pair EA. I have it right on this VPS. I will drag and drop it on my recording screen. And you can see that this one is trading a few currency pairs. It is the Swiss yen, which is not really a common currency for algo trading. It is trading the Euro CAD, the Euro yen, the Euro dollar, the pound dollar. 5 currency pairs, and I'll show you the stats just in a minute. But if we look at the screen, because of the indicator that it places over the chart, it is a little bit hard to see where the trades open and closed. Here I can see 3 short trades, here I can see 2 long trades, but the most important thing is if we look at the account history, and I'll show you that I started this account on the 13th of June this year, and until the moment we're almost at the end of August, you will notice that all trades opened with 0.01 lot in this $1,000 live account. It's not increasing the lots at 80 moments. You can see plenty of trades that open and closed, and profit is $274, which is above 20%. And at the end of the video, you will see that my new target for live accounts is 20%, and I will explain why that is. So I'll be withdrawing the profits from this account. I can see that there are no open trades, so I'll just disable the algo trading before I withdraw the profits, and I will drag and drop on the screen the statistics. And you can see that this expert advisor made 27% for 71 days, pretty equal exposure between the different currency pairs. It is most active on the Euro CAD and the Euro dollar. You can see a very smooth balance line, and if I switch to the equity, we will see what the risk is in the account. You will see these 2 bigger drawdowns. One dropped down to $700, which is a little bit more than 30%, but I keep my hard stop loss for the account, or that is the account protection, at 50%. This is where I'm comfortable, and you will see why at the end of the video. So this drawdown recovered, and another one where the balance dropped from about $1,200 down to $850. Now I want to go to the stats, and you will see that we have an average monthly return of 10%, which is just fantastic. If I show you the symbols, let's see which is the most profitable currency, and that is the Euro dollar. We have the pound dollar on the second spot, Euro CAD, Swiss yen, and Euro yen at the bottom, but still a profitable result, which means that the expert advisor succeeds in recovering all of the trades, even though it adds just 0.01 to every position. And if I show you the properties, you will see that I have disabled the martingales, and when it's set to 1, it means that I'm using just the grid. The maximum loss in percent, as I said, is 50, and there is a take profit, a trailing stop loss, and a few more options that I can control. I'll leave the link to the multi-pair EA down below in the description, and I'll leave it on you to check the track record from the vendor. But the second expert advisor comes from the same vendor, and it is called Japan Strike EA. I have it on another $1,000 live account, and this one I started a little bit earlier at the beginning of May, and this expert advisor is trading only the dollar yen. Again, you can see that it is not increasing the lots, it is using just 0.01, and it made profit of $183, so it's very close to my 20% target. But the reason for putting it on the second spot is the track record. If I show it to you, you will see that it made just 8 18.4% for 114 days. But if I switch to the equity, you will see fewer drawdowns. There was one bigger, but the equity dropped from 1080 down to 893. This could be because it is trading just one currency pair, not a few. Or it could be a better strategy behind the expert advisor, but I really can't confirm that at this point. But because this expert advisor made nearly 20% in my live account, I got a new trading.com account for 1000, which gives me actually 10k starting equity for the first stage, and my target is exactly 20%. The difference with the live account is that I need to be careful with the 10% drawdown, but this one is static, meaning that if I start with 10k, I have 10% static drawdown at 9k, and if I reach the 20% target, I will go to stage 2, where I will get 80% from the net profit split. Now 20% in 10k is 2000, and 80% out of that is $1,600. So this is the difference when you're trading a live account and when you are trading a funded account like with trading.com. If I make 20% in $1,000 live account, I'll be able to withdraw $200. But if I reach the 20% target with trading.com, I'll be withdrawing $1,600. It's a huge difference. The downside is 10% drawdown, which I believe the Japan Strike EA will handle. And of course, if that repeats again and again, on the fourth stage, I'll be withdrawing more than $20,000 profit. I already showed you that in my channel. And so far, I haven't reached the fifth stage, but hopefully with one of the robots that we have on the many trading.com accounts, we can reach the last stage. And the robot on the first spot is Infinity Trader EA. This one I have right on this VPS, and I'll drag and drop it on the recording screen, and you'll see that in my live account I have achieved above 40% profit. If I show you the account history, you'll notice that initially it was trading with 0.01 lots. It is trading only the pound dollar, and then it increased to 0.02. Actually, it was initially a $500 account, and I just increased it to 1000. So I increased the entry lot to 0.02, and you can see many trades that open and closed. I also have the track record right in here, and you will see what a smooth equity line we have. First on the $500 account, then when I increased it to 1000, again the equity is smooth. If I show you the equity, I had only one bigger drawdown. The equity dropped from 1390 down to 1161, but overall the equity stays really close to the balance line. Now, as I said previously in some of my videos, for my bigger account, the 5k accounts, whenever I make $1,000 profit, I'm happy with it, I withdraw it, but that's 20%, right? And for the smaller 1k accounts, I said I usually am waiting for $500, which is 50%. That's not really fair because the balance doesn't really matter. So from this moment, what I will be doing is to withdraw the profits whenever it reaches 20%. Doesn't matter if it's a 5k account or if it's a 1k account. And what I want to show you is my live trading results, where I have the crypto investor EA on $1,000 live account, and you will see what happened just recently. So the account balance went from $1,000 up to $1,700, and I've made a withdrawal of $700. Then a little bit later, the EA hit the 50% account protection. So basically what happened is it was buying the Bitcoin. You can see it started in here, another long trade, another long trade, and another long trade, and it couldn't really handle those losses because the Bitcoin price kept going down, and eventually it closed the positions on a loss. Now, if I haven't requested this withdrawal of $700, now I would be sitting on a loss. Instead, I have $500 in my account, and I have the 700 withdrawal. Now that's really a personal choice how you will manage your account, but withdrawing profits regularly ensures that you do not lose it all when such things happen, like when the price goes in one direction for a longer period of time. And if I was to withdraw at 20%, probably I would have had 3 withdrawals, $200 each, and again I would hit that 50% account protection. So still I would be on profit. But the thing with the crypto investor EA is that it uses not very aggressive martingale, but still it is a martingale, right? You can see that it increases the lots with 0.01, 0.01 until 0.04, and that might be huge for $1,000 life account. However, if I didn't have the 50% protection, two things may happen. One is it may recover, or 2, I might lose all of the money in the account, and I'm not comfortable with that. That's why I keep the 50% account protection with all of my life accounts. Anyways, with all of the accounts where I gained above 20% and I haven't requested a withdrawal, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 accounts I see, I will be withdrawing profits, and I'll be focusing more on the Grid expert advisors, not on the Grid martingale expert advisors, because you saw what happened with the crypto investor. As always, guys, I thank you so much for watching today's video. I will leave it on you to manage your accounts. Do not take any of the info I shared in this video as financial advice. I'm not a financial expert. I just share my trading experience with you, and it's up to you if you will follow it or not. And before you go, check out this video on my site, because I believe it will be useful to you, especially if you are a beginner trader. As always, I love you, trade safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.